Cool.
Yeah.
Favorite motivational speaker. Damn, Brody, you were right on time.
What up, Brody?
On that. You're super right on time on that. Good to see you, family. Good to see you. Let's see. All right, welcome to Boxem Office Hours, everyone. Good to have you guys. Here. Happy Thursday.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know if you have any questions about selling on Amazon, using Boxem, all that good stuff. We also, quick PSA, very important for all of you guys who are making shipments, all that kind of stuff. Tomorrow, Amazon is changing how Amazon FBA shipments work, basically. So if you are using Boxem, just make sure you finish any of the old shipments you've currently been working on. I would just complete the process, print out your shipping labels, that kind of thing. And then starting, honestly, as soon as you make your next shipment, use the new shipment flow that's already available in Boxem. It's one of very few shipment softwares. Haven't really seen any other softwares that have been able to adapt to it yet. So as far as we know, it'll be basically the only way you can make FBA shipments completely all the way through starting tomorrow. So just your quick PSA, make sure you finish those shipments that you've been working on, because basically Amazon's redoing some stuff in the back end. And we've been able to add a ton of new features for you guys as well. Like now with Boxem, you're able to choose between a couple different fulfillment center options. You can choose between different placement fee options. So instead of just the one option that you were getting previously, you're getting 3 different options now. And it's going to be various prices, various check-in speeds, that kind of thing, different places in the country. So there's lots of cool stuff to take advantage of. And like we're saying, pretty much anything else is not going to be working very effectively. So make sure you guys try Boxem for free if you haven't already. Now's a great time to test it out. Yeah, coupons, good question. What time are they changing? So they actually didn't tell us an official time. We just know it's tomorrow, so that's why we're. I would assume it's midnight. They'll give you the day, is what I'm hoping. But just so just so you don't wake up and you got a bunch of work you got to redo on the new shipment flow, just finish any shipments you're currently working on. And you'll be good to go, which figure a lot of you guys have been in the throes of FBM, so shouldn't matter too much. But if you have an FBA shipment you're working on, just wrap it up. And then you can still make the new shipment on the new shipment flow on Boxem right now. You don't have to wait till tomorrow to make the shipment. Just anything you had on the old flow, just go ahead and wrap that up and you'll be all good to go.
Yeah, and so the difference, guys, is that on other shipment softwares, you're not going to be able to do all of the shipment steps. So you're going to have to jump back over to Seller Central, which is pretty time consuming, and you're going to have to.
That's why you pay the software too. Yeah. And so we wanted to make sure you guys get what you actually pay for.
Yeah. So if you actually, which if you want to save time and you actually want to be able to do the functionality of what, some of these tools are meant to do, you should be doing it on Boxem, because that's what we've seen, the way that you're going to be able to do end to end. Right here. So yeah, so it's not like a crucial PSA in respect to nothing bad's going to happen to you. It's more so just that Amazon's updated the way FBA shipments happen, right? And as it stands today, Boxem is how you can do all the steps within there. Some of the other competitors out there, you can't do all the shipment steps. You're going to have to go over to Amazon Seller Central to complete them. Basically, and yeah, the Boxem channel has a new guide out as well that Warner just linked. Yeah, if you're on you guys should check that out. It's the Boxem channel right there. How do you get polymailers from Amazon? Just go ahead and order them. Nice and easy. Just search gray polymailers, 9x12, 12x15. And yes, you can list FBM products on Boxem as well. So Warner, here in the history of the streams here, at 3.5 years, first ever time we have a new water bottle review.
Interesting.
I knew someone was going to point it out in the chat, but literally, bro, for the first time in 3.5 years, we have a new water bottle. I can see the old one over there, but it's been outdone. We got a good moderator here too. I just got Boxem yesterday. I can't wait to send my first shipment this week. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, we got you, Jason, man. We got you right in time for the new flow. So you're actually very convenient, man, because you're not even going to have to learn the old way, right? You can just only do it the new way.
Yeah, for those of y'all that have already been using Boxem, it's pretty similar. The main difference, somebody was already asked, Raphael, you're already asking a question about it, is Amazon now requires you to list a product before you can just send it in an FBA shipment. So it is kind of a little bit of an extra half step. Some things later in the flow are easier now. So I would say it's about the same amount of time to actually make a shipment now. But if you're saying that not all your SKUs are showing up, that's because you need to have that listing already listed as an FBA offer. And if you guys watch the video, you'll see how all that kind of stuff works. But yeah, just make sure you make the listing first, unless you're replenishing the SKU, in which case you can keep doing business as usual and you'll get to play with a lot of the new Boxem features as well.
So you can list FBM items, but you can't use it to fulfill FBM orders. Yes, that's true. So for privacy concerns, Amazon doesn't give third-party softwares access to all that customer data. Kind of rightfully so. We are going to work on getting that available for you guys in the future, though. I ordered from Alibaba already. You'll need to either order it to yourself or go ahead and actually create the FBA shipments for the supplier, which you can do it in Boxem. Pretty much perfect timing, honestly, as well to go ahead and get that hooked up in there, which is perfecto in there. What do I add for makeup that doesn't have expiration on Boxem? It's 1 year from opening.
Yeah, 1 year from opening. So yeah, if you see that, just like take a rough estimate. So I'll do like, lipstick shelf life, Google it, see what Google says, that kind of thing, and then I'll just take the low estimate on that end. So if it's 1 year from opening, I would just do 15 months from now, something like that. Nothing crazy. Yeah, you don't need that, Jess. So Boxem is that software plus the ability to actually create listings. So it is about double the tool that it is right now. Yeah, and then we'll also have lots more advanced analytics and stuff that we are working on right now as well. A lot of the fun stuff you guys have been asking for. We are deep in the lab on. Our very talented team has been spending a lot of time building it. We're excited to share it with you guys pretty soon.
Because that's the interesting thing, guys, is we started Boxem in July of 2023. And then like 6 months in or like 8 months in, for example, we realized we were going to have to redo it completely again to make the new shipment flow, which literally as of tomorrow becomes the default option. And the ironic part is we're the youngest company and we were the only ones that were able to make it happen too as well. So yeah, y'all make sure you take advantage of that. Any tips to ungate Lululemon? Yeah, Lululemon's fire. Warner's made a bunch of money on Lululemon. I've made a bunch of money on Lululemon. Lululemon.com is actually the only place Lululemon comes from. Therefore, we know for a fact that that's how you're going to ungate Lululemon. And that's how we both got ungated in Lululemon as well. And typically they do below 10 per cart. So you typically have to do multiple orders to ungate Lululemon. Yeah.
Yep. Where should you put your cost of items to keep track? Yeah, Raphael. So you'll put that in as you're listing your items on Boxem, or if you have existing costs, you want to make sure it's all correct from stuff you've listed in the past. You can edit that. Just be on the inventory tab on Boxem. Then when you open your dashboard, you can see all the profit numbers at a glance and all that good stuff.
Yep. What's Boxem? It's our FBA listing, shipping, and analytics software. Can I buy from Walmart and resell on Amazon? Yes, if it's sold and shipped by Walmart. No, if it's sold and shipped by a third-party seller. So it has to be sold by Walmart themselves. Yeah, of course, Raphael, of course.
Yeah. When doing FBA, what's the difference between individual and case pack? Yeah, so individual means everything you're shipping is individual units, right? If it's case packed, you're saying, hey, I've got 20 of these already in a box. I have 30 of these already in a box. And it can kind of help you reduce the amount of split shipments you get. You don't technically already have to have them down in cases. Like the way it's designed is you buy a pallet of something and you got 50 cases of 6 units in each box, right? That's what it's really designed for. And you can use it to kind of help with split shipments. Don't abuse it just because it's not kind of how it was designed for you to say, oh, I have a case of 2 items, right? But if you say 10, 20, 30, that kind of thing, it can kind of help you say, hey, I've got all 10 of these already together. Let me ship these to one destination, basically.
Yep. How do I order multiple of an item when doing OA? If the max is 8, you can honestly just place multiple orders. Like there's sites, literally like we were just talking about Lululemon. I've done 100 orders in a day before on there. I can't find a distributor or wholesaler so I can make money. Google wholesaler, your city beauty, wholesaler, your city grocery, and then instantly you're going to find some. However, I don't think you should be doing wholesale right now if you're kind of, asking for help with that. And everything I think you should do, mainly what we talk about on our channel, is online and retail arbitrage. Yeah.
Yeah, just because you can make really expensive mistakes starting out, Royland. It's a great business model, but if you have to buy $1,000 of this, $2,000 of this, and you're just naturally going to make some mistakes early on. So that's why we like just buying, 5 units of this, 10 units of this, and doing online arbitrage, that kind of thing, and getting going there. How to win the buy box? Yeah, good question. So the sales will rotate between sellers who have the same shipping speed and price. Typically, there's some other factors that go into it. Like if you're an FBA seller and you got a ton in stock, you're going to be in more warehouses across the country, so you might see slightly more sales. But the biggest thing is, just shipping speed, and price. So usually FBA and the cheapest offer. This time of year, you can get it a lot as an FBM seller because a lot of the FBA is sold out, or Amazon is really backed up and they want to give some sales priority to people who can ship it direct to customer.
Keep a discount code. Do not have a keep a discount code for you, unfortunately, my friend. It's only $20 a month though. How do you deal with the returns when you do merchant fulfilled? They just ship it back to you and then you relist it on you just relist it right there. One of my ASINs got deactivated due to a pricing error. What does that mean? It means it's a high pricing error, pretty much exactly what that email says. Take a look at the sellers that are currently active on the listing, what pricing they're at, and that's where you're going to want to price for that item.
Yeah. But if sometimes you'll see it where it like suggests you should lower your price and it's still listed on Amazon. So yeah, don't listen to that, right? Amazon wants you to make sales. You want to make profit.
They don't care about that. If there's all FBA sellers on listing and no FBM sellers, should I try to FBM? Most likely not, unless a lot of those sellers are pretty backordered and show very far out delivery dates. Yeah. 20 is a lot for us broke folks. Amigo, bro, your profile picture is a Ferrari. Yeah, your profile picture. How could you say you're a broke folk when your profile picture is a Ferrari, man? Start out selling some used books. Facebook Marketplace flipping, textbook flipping, sell some items on consignment. It's literally exactly what I did when I was new. Luca on the K. Luca, we need a Q4 update, Luca. We need a Q4
how's it going,
update,
Luca? We know you got that goal. How's the goal going?
Exactly. Yeah, guys, too, as well. So in Warner and I's community, we just saw a post here. So he says, Miles set these goals on our one-on-one call in August 2023. And he says, August 20K profit, December 30K profit for next year, right? And this year, as it stands, he has sold $608,000 on Amazon the past 30 days. And he is a 19-year-old college dropout. And if that doesn't fire you up to make money online, I don't know what will.
Have you talked to Sam lately?
No, is she killing it too?
So yeah, if you guys have seen Sam FBA, she's been crushing it. She's one of our students on the roadmap and has very much evolved as a seller as well. She texted me. She did a 100K profit in the first 16 days of December. She's gonna do like 700K in revenue this month. So there's too many people winning these days. So also brag on yourselves in chat as well. Lucas said he's at 100K so far. That's what's up, man. Yeah, brag on yourselves in chat. We got a couple more days of like peak Q4. Facts. Even if a flex for you is you did $100 in sales yesterday and you're proud of that, let's celebrate some wins. But yeah, there's so much opportunity right now. So yeah, I told Sam we'll have to do another a yearly interview at this point because she's been on a moon mission.
Yep. Is Pyrex good to FBA? I think Pyrex is reseller friendly, right?
I don't know if I've ever sold it.
Yeah,
but
check if there's other third-party sellers on the listing. Yeah, if there's other third-party sellers on the listing.
The big thing is just make sure you factor in some extra time to like wrap it properly because it's going to be glass, right? So make it worth your time, Wesley. Make sure it's like decently high ROI. You can afford some bubble wrap for it, that kind of thing.
Do FBM still sell after Christmas? Well, that's like the hard thing is that we always hear about like the Q4 rush, but the key is like the week after Christmas is still better than a lot of weeks throughout the rest of the year, right? It's just relative. You feel like it's a lot less, right? So some listings will not be FBM friendly after Christmas, or at least less FBM friendly. Many will still be though, right? But for the large part after Christmas, you do want to start transitioning inventory back over to FBA if you can see that's what the market's doing on that specific item, which in many cases, that'll be what's due. Just hit 8K in sales. It's my second month doing this. Let's go, Jess. Jess got the Sandcastle profile pick. That's a W too, as well. Any tips for RA sourcing when Burlington puts price tags over the manufacturer barcode? Use the SellerAmp AI image search. It's a new SellerAmp feature we've added on the SellerAmp mobile app for retail arbitrage there. Yeah. I'm debating if I should still be bullish on purchase. Well, dude, like you've done 100K in sales. Like, you know this really well. Like you sold items last January, Lucas. You know what I mean? You sold items last July, right? Those months historically are worse than after January, right? Like it's not like the market falls off a cliff on stuff. Like go back and look at the Kiba chart last year and see what the purchase data looks like in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chris. So on the SellerAmp app, bottom right corner when you're scanning, there'll be a little magnifying glass. Take a picture, whatever you want to AI scan. It'll find the item for you on Amazon, basically. Yeah. And we're about halfway through. So I also want to let you guys know if you joined recently, a quick little Boxem PSA, shipping PSA. there is a new Amazon shipment flow. And if you have created any shipments using the old shipment flow, so if you started making a shipment on Boxem or anywhere else within the last week or so, there's a chance it might be in the old shipment flow. And I would really suggest that you finish that shipment. You would know, like on Boxem, it'll say new up in the top. You would know if you made it on the new shipment flow. And if you do have it, just make sure it's sent in by the end of the day. They said tomorrow that they're going to be cutting off the old shipment flow. And basically what that means for you guys is there's a slightly new way to do it. The Boxem channel has a full free guide on how to kind of adapt to the new changes. And we think it's honestly for the better. There's some new features that we already added to Boxem. Like you guys can choose from some different destinations. You can choose your placement fees, shipping fees, all that kind of stuff between like 3 different options. So it's been pretty cool so far. But just want to give you guys the PSA again in case you joined recently. Finish those shipments if you've made any shipments in the last couple of days here, and it was not on the new shipment flow in Boxem.
Yankee Candle changes labels slightly on candles with new batches each year. Doesn't necessarily match the photo on Amazon, but it's the same scent. Is this an issue? Nope, because the UPC matches. Yeah, so the cool thing is with Yankee Candle, that's actually a very good reseller-friendly brand photo I'm seeing. You can see the UPC on the label, right, like the barcode, matched up with the one on Amazon and the one in the picture, the one on Telegram. For example, and you'll get that rock and roll. Okay, a ton of you guys are tapped in on TikTok right now. If you guys want the full blueprint to get started, all you guys on TikTok, hit the link in my bio and check out my free course. It's about 6 hours long, 6.5 hours long, full timestamps. It will get you set up with everything you need on that. Do I need an LLC to grow? You are not required to have an LLC. I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea your personal situation, but Amazon doesn't formally require it. Yeah.
Yep. You only do drop shipping. I'd be careful with that, man. If you're drop shipping, unless you're drop shipping from a wholesale supplier that knows you're drop shipping, you're breaking Amazon TOS. So be careful with that. Like if you're shipping from Walmart to a customer, hopefully you know that. But yeah, you asked if you just keep spending. Yeah, you just keep buying more profitable inventory, keep selling profitable inventory, let the snowball grow. And then, you put $1,000 in, you keep growing that, you keep reinvesting it. And then whenever you want to start pulling some profit out and continue to reinvest the rest so that the business can keep growing, that's kind of up to you. For a lot of people, they might wait, a year to start pulling profit out of the business. That's just kind of the nature of an inventory based business. If you want to start pulling right away, it's your business. That's kind of how it works.
When should I start sending stuff for Q1 to Amazon? Yeah, so don't necessarily think about it like sending stuff for Q1 or selling stuff for Q4, for example. Just think of it as buying profitable inventory. You should start sending in, FBA inventory right when FBM starts to slow down, which is most likely for most listings going to be in the next 2 weeks. Yeah. Now, some listings are gorgeously, beautifully, profitably FBM friendly year round, right? But most listings are primarily going to be for FBA long term. Yeah. So like next week, maybe right now, depending on the listing,
Yep. Time to liquidate all your Christmas based. Yeah, if they are Christmas centric, it's time to make the sales on those, I'd say. You shouldn't have any issues with that. There'll still be a lot of like last minute demand for those Christmas items, but you don't want to be stuck with them on December 28th and then you got, Christmas Dixie plates or something like that.
Just got approved for Amazon and getting ready to start. I want to start with FBA due to limited space in my apartment. Is there still opportunity to start with FBA instead of going with FBM? Yeah, interestingly enough, Warner and I actually both did mainly FBA when we were newer sellers, which was kind of incorrect, honestly. But the key is like you have the choice. You know what I mean? FBM is just icing on the cake. Long term, you're going to be 95% FBA. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to FBM at all if you don't want to. We do recommend it. For example, right there, like we just had a guy on our podcast who does a shitload of FBM part-time, makes over 10 grand a month in profit. And he does it all on the 3rd floor of the apartment complex, lugging everything up, lugging everything down. But that might be what it takes to make 6 figures profit with your side hustle. You know what I mean? Like the most optimal way.
Yep. Even if they're collectibles, that could be different toxic. Look back last year and see if the Keep It chart indicates that it is something that keeps going up after Christmas. Sometimes there's definitely stuff like that where it's like a seasonal thing that you can only get every so often. And then people who want it in the summer, like I've seen that on like lotions and stuff like that, where it's like a very particular like holiday scent. And then the price goes crazy in the summer because you can't buy it from the brand unless you bought it from somebody on Amazon who's been hoarding it for a while. Christmas phone goes, yeah, see if the price popped last year.
Michael says FBM is the truth. Don't be lazy. Yes, sir. I agree. But like obviously circumstantially, you gotta do what's best for you. What's the minimum offer count you're looking for? Yeah, there's some bangers with 50 plus monthly sales, honestly. But yeah, primarily 50 to 100 plus, as many as possible.
Yep. Hell yeah, Luke. 24 Amazon enabled you to be able to move out on January. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's what's up.
That as well.
Getting out of the parents' house with some Amazon wealth. I love it. How's it for you guys when you first moved out growing the Amazon business? It's a lot easier, Luca. It's much easier because you
never get asked to do anything. Now nothing's done for you. But
right, yeah. The hard part is you got to figure out where Tinder's coming from now, Luca.
It's a fact right there. Absolute fact. I lost 10 pounds in the last month. Oh,
that's the FBM diet. It's the FBM diet.
FBM diet right there. Okay. Will New Year's Eve / sourcing be a good day for sourcing? Q1 seems kind of dry, excluding Valentine's Day in terms of deals. You've never even been through a Q1 though, right? Now Q1 is significantly harder than the other months, but there's always good stuff to buy, right? And the cool thing is there's a lot of gigantic websites that don't do sales. Walmart, for example, is all just tax exempt and gift card based, for example. Right. A lot of retailers don't really operate off sales. They operate off their coupons, and their coupons don't turn off. The 10% email code on Dick's Sporting Goods has been around for years. I was very nervous that the Rack Room shoes, buy one, get one, was going to go away February of 2021. I was cleaning up these shoes, and I was like, damn, man, like I'm kind of screwed if this deal goes away. And here we are 4 years later, and that deal has been on every single day, over 1,000 days in a row. Is there a way to find FBM friendly items using Keepa? Very good call. Yes. Scroll down and where it says, is buy box FBA, put no right there. Yeah.
Yep. Should people charge for standard shipping? Not so free shipping for standard orders, but then charge like 30 or 40 bucks for expedited shipping, especially right now, last minute Christmas shopping. I saw one of you guys on Twitter. I forgot who it was. It was like a $25 order. It was like $45 expedited shipping. So that's like how you had the margins right there. I like that. If you wanted to switch to Boxem after a year, so yeah, Luca, you can switch, and there's help articles to help you export all of your information into Boxem from any other popular software for like inventory management and stuff. And then the nice part is the new flow is basically only working on Boxem as far as we know so far. You can't actually even complete a shipment on the software you're using right now, Luca. So you might want to try it out sooner rather than later.
Yep. Any tips on scaling with FBM? Yeah, for sure. Storefront stock the listings that are doing well for you, and find other items you see other people FBMing. Those are going to be a great place to check out as well for that too. Yep. Some of the suppliers on Alibaba demand a P2P deal outside the Alibaba. What do you suggest? So we actually don't do private label. We just talk about reselling products on Amazon. So we can't really help out with that, unfortunately. Thank God I did my shipping yesterday. Sounds good. Yeah, you should have some FBM wars to go out today too, as well. You got to print that FBM well.
Yep. Yeah, and you can get those FBAs out with the new flow. Check out the new features as well. Tell your prep center to use Boxem. Yeah, Malik. So a lot of them have been using one of the older softwares that's going to be very much outdated tomorrow. You literally cannot complete shipments using the software that most of them are using. So they'll probably love you for it. I was filling in my prep center today, kind of helping them figure out what's going on, because a lot of your prep centers might not even know. They probably have a bunch of open shipments with their clients, so they might like you if you let them know, like, hey, you might want to finish your shipments by the end of the day, just in case they take down the old flow tomorrow. You saw on the listing selling 50K a month. I don't know if I've sold 50K a month worth of something. Actually, I can think of one product.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I've sold 100K a month.
I like hitting a lot of base hits just because it's it's less risky. You're not, if a listing gets weird, somebody changes the picture or something like that, like it's a little bit lower risk there. But yeah, you can definitely get on stuff like that, Malik. It's not the most common. Most of your listings you'll probably end up selling a few $1,000s of it, I'd say, and then maybe you restock it, get another couple thousand, that kind of thing.
Can you offer the brand owner to improve the listing on their product? Yes, that is an awesome idea to potentially get a exclusive deal with them. Yeah, that's a really, really good play on that, Striker.
How's the 300K goal going? Yeah, I was tweaking some prices earlier. We got a big FBA shipment that showed up, so I might be able to hit it because I'm at 170 right now. So I'm gonna need a little bit of help, but I'll probably come up a little bit short realistically. But I'll see if I can work some magic there, Luca.
Hey, I have questions. Do Walmart invoices have the business address? I don't think so. You should just use the emails on the I've used emails from there before that didn't have it on there. So just use the emails and you'll be good to go. What do you think when they ask for transparency codes for Ungating? I just wouldn't really sell those brands, unfortunately, man. Those are like brands that are really on top of kind of their third-party sellers and everything, and that typically doesn't make sense right there. Let's see. Yeah, guys, too, if you want to try Boxem for free for 2 weeks, check out the link in the description in the chat right there. It's literally like you're not going to be able to do end-to-end FBA shipments as of tomorrow, based on what we've seen from our competitors. So it's pretty much like spend a bunch of extra time or do it the easy way, basically.
If that's if you're using a different software for it right now. You can also import all your costs and stuff from a different software. And if you guys want some help, we have our support. We'll literally hop on a video call with you and show you how everything works. Like we will guide you through everything. Do you have any advice on how to get ungated in Gap specifically? So it's the same as any brand, Jonathan. You just buy like from the Gap website. I think is where I got ungated as well. And then just submit it a few times. You might have to add like the tracking information. And then standard procedures, anytime you get denied, just like rename the file and put today's date, the day you submitted it, just so it's a different PDF name. It can kind of switch up how it looks on Amazon's end, basically.
Do you guys know if prep centers will do FBM for you? Many prep centers will do FBM for you. Yeah, you just got to obviously like make sure that they do, basically. But a couple of our buddies that own prep centers, Steven, Max, and Andrew, are like pumping out a ton of FBM wars at their prep centers right now.
It can be a little bit expensive, but
well, exactly.
Right? If you pay high sales tax though, you're buying expensive stuff. It's still cheaper.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you have to pack, or do you pack different brands in separate boxes and ship into Amazon? Yeah, Jackie, you can pack 100 different things, 1 unit each in one box if that's what you got at the house. You can pack whatever you want in the boxes there, unless you're doing I won't overcomplicate it. Yeah, just whatever you want.
Amazing. Wish I could tip them. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally, you can get on a call with us and or not necessarily with us, with our support reps, and we'll help you guys get set up with Boxem and everything like that too. And yeah, just another one of the ways no one's doing it like us here. We getting that coaching call in the next 12 days. Sounds good. TGP. Sounds good. How long do you think gated, how long until you won't be gated in those things? Dude, you can easily get ungated in anything it lets you apply for, man. Yeah, so like that shouldn't be a roadblock at all, you know.
Yep. Does Walmart have invoices? Things are delivered? Yeah. So you'll just go into like your Walmart account, click orders, and then the view that I've typically used with the most success, if I get like an IP complaint or something, is the one where it has your address on it. It'll show everything in that shipment. Worst case, you can also like annotate like a corporate address on there. Make sure you do, anytime you edit an invoice, do it in like very obvious red text though, so that they know you're not trying to like Photoshop stuff.
Nope. So Jonathan, getting declined for ungates is 100% normal, man. It's completely normal. Right there, it's typically going to happen 5 to 10 times per brand. It's not a specific reason. Like as long as you're submitting emails, you'll be good to go. I just joined you saying that we have to have additional software to send to Amazon. You do not have to have it. However, if you want to save a bunch of time and just do things a lot more efficiently, check out a Boxem tutorial and you'll see how that
you also won't know what you're actually making unless you use a software like that.
Very true.
Your goal is to turn 500 into 6K. Do you think you could do it? Not in a month ASM, just because the average, the amount of money you're going to spend is probably going to go like 30% ROI or so, 40% ROI. If you have literally $500, I would start hitting thrift stores, hit yard sales, all that kind of stuff. Buy used books, buy old electronics, old video games, that kind of stuff, because you can find it for really cheap because you're putting in the legwork of going to places where stuff is really cheap. That's how both of us kind of got started. I had like just over $1,000 basically.
How do I fix bank account verification? It'll give you instructions to do it on the email they send you about that. Nice. Appreciate the constant free sauce fells. We got you. Soto as well. How to estimate shipping costs for FBM on Reprice? You just put 0 on it, and you should be doing free shipping period for FBM too. I got to liquidate 4K worth of stuff the next 10 days. You don't necessarily have to at all. I mean, I don't know your situation.
I think he was talking about like Christmas collectibles.
Well, that makes sense. Then that I would.
See if like I was saying, see if it sells outside of that season, and after all the profit you've made, that sounds like it's a fine trade-off that you made there, Toxic.
It also might not though.
From the UK, you want to be ungated, so it's the same in the UK. You'll just buy 10 units from any legit retailer. I like buying from the brand's website directly if I can find something profitably, and then I'll submit that. And then the address on there, make sure you ship or at least have the billing address matching your Amazon seller account. If that's what you're asking about as well.
Is it better to start with online arbitrage or retail? Both. Honestly, the cool thing is you can do both at the same time, even on the same account. Right there, get your fee with RA, but like, if you're watching our videos, you're probably seeing a bunch of OA too. Like, you're literally on a device you can do OA on right now, so you might as well get on that too.
Yeah, Gold. I think that was something to do with LTL shipments because you're still very much able to send small parcels. That was even confusing to us, and obviously we were digging in on that. But keep sending those small parcel shipments. How do you ungate if they're asking for 100? Just submit 10. Yeah, we've been ripping 10 there successfully. Was hearing some conversation with people at Amazon that were still saying that you can do 10. That's totally fine as well. You're at 15K profit this month. That's what's up, man. Yeah.
Well, my dog, PGP.
Good energy. Good energy. It's showing up. It's asking good questions. It's having good energy and confidently buying.
Have a curriculum, or is it more it's completely person by person based. Yeah. Do you guys do one-on-one mentor? Yep. Yeah. Check out the links in either of our descriptions for that. Yeah. Cool. All right, sweet. We appreciate you guys tapping in. If you maybe just joined recently, basically there's a big update going down with how Amazon FBA shipments are sent in. So if you're currently using a different third-party software provider to create your FBA shipments, there's a good chance tomorrow you are unable to do that in full. You are able to do that in full on Boxem. So if you want to try Boxem for free for 2 weeks, you can go to boxem.com. Warner just posted a really good video on the Boxem YouTube channel too that breaks down exactly how the shipment flow works in detail. So I'll put in the link in the chat for you guys on that if you want to see the full breakdown of how that specifically works too as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let us know if you guys have any questions. Potentially toxic. That's possible. Let us know if you guys have any questions, especially on Boxem. Feel free to shoot us any messages. And then if you guys need for pallets or just boxes, so you can ship LTL through Boxem as well, Gold. Let us know if we can help you out with anything. If you are signing up for Boxem and you want somebody to walk you through it literally step by step, you can do that when you sign up as well. 3 Colts or that's a slip. All right, I was reading chat. Our support will walk you through the process right there. And make sure you guys check out the free trial down there below as well.
Appreciate you, Soto.
Absolutely,
Jonathan as well. Cool. So we'll see you guys on the next Boxem office hours next Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. And appreciate you guys tapping in. If you guys want to check out Boxem, watch the tutorial Warner just posted on the Boxem YouTube channel, and we'll be back on stream soon. If y'all got any questions or anything for that, check out the free course. If you're watching on TikTok, it's linked in the bio if you want the full blueprint. And we'll see you guys soon. Y'all be great. Have a great one.
Peace.